Excuse me. Sorry about that. Hey, what's up, guys? Just welcome back to Fate Grand Order. And yeah, the other day, the day I did part 1 of LB5, later that night during the reset, I got a summon ticket from the, when you get the end of every week that you play, and got Carmilla. So Alco's banner it apparently wants to give me Liz's. First I got Lancer Liz from Alco's banner, and now I got Carmilla. That's good, I guess. I would have preferred Alco, but I'll take this, I suppose. Hey Gogeta. But anyway, last time in LB5 we got wrecked. Odysseus fucking destroyed us. Now we're stranded on Hestia Island with Captain out of commission. He's not doing good. He is knocked out, and we have no idea when he'll wake up. So yeah, it's not good. Luckily we all found each other though, and might get Orion's help, maybe. Potentially. But even without him, we at least have Barty Boy and Charlotte, or Miss Corday. AV6, hey Beardeck. But what I'm... How fast things there, Canis? Did the operation to eradicate the Chaldeans conclude without issue? Sure looks like it. First we beat the shit out of him with the massive fleet, then finished him off with one of Artemis's arrows. Okay. If they actually managed to survive all that, I'd be so impressed to even join their side myself. Well, good news for us. I'll take that to mean it was a highly fulfilling victory then. But I'd also advise you to watch your tongue, Canis. Words have meaning after all. And I'm afraid you might have been a bit too generous with your praise just now. What the hell's that supposed to mean? It's not like you could join our side even if I wanted to, now that they're dead. Wait, I recognize that mean little smirk. Don't tell me. Odysseus, tell us what happened already and be quick about it. We haven't finished our search for the remains yet, but at this point it seems they were not eliminated as planned. I intend to continue searching for them under the assumption that they managed to escape, most likely to a nearby island. I expect Hestia will be our best bet. There you have it, Canis. Well, are you going to join our side now? Not a chance in hell. Are you trying to start something with me, Castaria? Just forget I said anything. I didn't actually mean it anyway. Yeah, sure you didn't. Sure. Besides, I don't even see why all this was necessary. I could have easily killed them all myself, but you just had to go and bring Artemis into it. So what are you gonna do to make up for this botched operation, Mr. Commander of the Olympus Defensive Forces? Yeah, Odie. You gonna offer up your head in a platter by way of apology, like the other one of you did? The other one? I don't answer to you, Canis. The only ones who can punish me are Lord Zeus and his close ally, Castaria. Thank you, Odysseus. Rest assured, I have no intention of laying blame at you for this at your feet. The operation itself was perfect, and your direction flawless. I appreciate your even-handed decision, Castaria. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to my search. What's his name? One of the twins. What's his name? The Dioscuri twins. Castor, yeah, there we go. Yes, That's a good idea. After all, Odysseus, the whole reason you were dispatched there was to ensure the invaders would never sully Olympus. Yes, exactly. I hope you're duly aware of the importance of your task, Odysseus. I am. As for you, Canis, you should be ashamed of yourself for your failure to kill them. What? But she was following his plan! What? Canis, you're to come back to Olympus at once and cleanse yourself as best you can before you're granted an audience. What? If I were you, I would already be thinking of excuses for this miserable failure of yours. I can tell you right now, the King of the Gods is going to be very upset with you. Better be ready to receive his punishment. Now why, you little... That's enough, you two. I'll deal with Canis myself. I'd remind both of you to conduct yourselves in a manner befitting the glorious Olympic gods. You're always much too easy on Canis, Lord Kushtaria. But if you insist, I suppose we have no choice but to keep quiet. Remember, Canis, you're nothing more than a hunting dog. There's no point in keeping you around if you can't do your job. You should be honored to have been trusted with a divine spirit. It's far more than you deserve. If I were you, I'd never forget the debt of gratitude I owed to Lord Kushtaria. Difficult though that may be with such a tiny brain as yours, I nevertheless suggest you try your best. I'll kill him. Yeah, your best chance of that would be joining our side. Just saying, you know. I'm putting it out there. Canis. I don't even care what Zeus might do to me. I'm gonna kill those brats dead. End of story. Still hate how they went with the Roman name Pollux instead of the Greek Odysseus. Yeah, that is kind of odd. I guess it's because it is easier to type. Actually, I don't even know what would be the reason. Because like, I guess when you have like maybe both his and what's her face's name together, they usually share a name box, right? Maybe they wanted to shorten it to I don't know. Ankylos Brett's dead. End of story. Canis. Shut the hell up, human. Don't you keep calling me my name. Don't you keep calling my name? Not unless you want to end up dead yourself. Let's refresh your memories, Canis. What is it you want? To get revenge on proper human history. No, scratch that, to reject it completely. That's the whole reason I went along with your little scheme in the first place. Good. Then continue to do just that. There's no need for you to return to Olympus. I'll tell Zeus myself that you're biding your time, waiting for a chance to clear your name. Alright, fine. Now play along. You're technically my master, so I'll obey that order. Besides, I have a little more respect for the Chaldeans now. If they really did manage to survive Artemis's attack, there'll be plenty worth killing myself. If that means cleaning up the moon goddess's mess for her, then fine. Oh, I'm surprised to hear you say that, given your notorious antipathy towards the gods. Perhaps visiting other lost spells has affected you just like it has the Chaldeans. What was that? You had a death wish or something? Huh? I don't have any mercy to spare for humans or divine spirits. As far as I'm concerned, the only good human or God's dead one. Okay. Rude. Besides, the only one in the whole damn world who could do something about me is ye. Forget it. Too much trouble. Alright, Kushtaria, what do I gotta do? For the time being, you to remain on standby under Odysseus' command. I mean, they said this before, that apparently he beat her in combat. Like him. Not a servant, him. Which is mildly concerning for our chances here. I'm sure yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. We can't have you roaming around in the sea haphazardly and getting caught up in skirmishes with the remnants. Not unless you want to exhaust your magical energy before you get a chance to fight Chaldea. Worry not. Once Odysseus locates Chaldea, I'll ensure you're the one to settle things with them. Alright, I can live with that. I hate having to hang around Odysseus any longer, though. Odysseus, any news of the Athena Claronomia? We're still looking for them. I'm prioritizing the search for Chaldea for the time being. Understandable. Fine. Let me know when you find them. Understood. That's all I have to report. For now, I'll return to my search. Very well. I'm sure a hero of your renown won't let us down, Odysseus. I find it hard to believe how rudely you behave towards your own master, Canis. Believe it or not, this is me holding back. I'm just too tired to bother with anything anymore. Or with anything more. Really? That was you holding back? Yeah, it was. There's no point in getting pissed off at him. He never bats an eye no matter what you say. So I only ever say about half of what's really on my mind. Can you tell? Aren't you afraid? Well, why would she be? It's not as though you're his only servant after all. If he were to get fed up with your rebellious attitude, he could end your contract whenever he liked. Man, I wish. Then I'd finally get to pick a proper fight with him. No damn human slaps the collar on me and gets away with it forever. When all's said and done, I'm gonna make him pay dearly for that. Well, you can make him pay dearly by helping us. Just throwing it out there. Okay, bye. What a strange relationship. Oh well. None of my business. Lord Odysseus, the echidna has succeeded at producing the dog. By the dog, do you mean that weird chain Cerberus or Kibitus thing again, or something else? I believe it should finish growing in about half a day. Good. Find something you can use to track the Chaldeans. I don't care what it is or where you get it. If the Chaldeans are indeed still alive, they're bound to have left a trail of some kind. And a dog's keen senses will be able to find such a trail. Yeah, probably. You're prob's right. Enduring like the gods too. Now, back with the Chaldeans. I assume, right? Yes, okay. In proper human history, the gods, including the 12 Olympians, parted ways with humanity. But in this world, they remained. I don't know what it is. We might be able to find a clue as to what happened if we went digging around in the ancient ruins. I'm going to assume... By the way, I actually said this while we were like in that discussion still, but... I'm assuming... So they said that space thing was Artemis. I'm going to assume she didn't become that of her own free will. I'm just gonna assume. But really that doesn't matter. The problem is that this world achieved amazing growth and prosperity, thanks to the gods sticking around. Well, if we're being accurate, most of the gods aren't actually here in Atlantis. They're up on top of the great pit that sits in the middle of Atlantis' sea. That's your ultimate destination, the interstellar metropolis, Mount Olympus that lies beyond that tree of emptiness. Olympus? The city of the gods. Well, yeah. And of course, wherever you find gods, you'll also find people who worship them. And I doubt we'll have much luck getting people to not worship them, right? Like the ones who attacked you the moment you set foot in the soft spelt. This is far as the information I got earlier. From here on out, everything we learn will be new to us as well. Right. Now I see, if the gods are still alive here, that would certainly explain our current situation. When you mention people who worship the gods, are you perhaps referring to that heroic spirit? That's right. I bet you were all quaking in your boots when you heard his true name, weren't you? Yeah, kinda. He's one of the most famous tacticians in all of proper human history. A hero who survived the same battlefield that took the lives of great heroes like Achilles and Hector. Odysseus. That's the commander-in-chief who rules over this entire sea of Atlantis, and just sworn enemy set on wiping you all out. Odysseus. Right. Along with Hector, Achilles, Penthesilea, and Paris. He was one of the heroes who helped bring an end to the legendary Trojan War. In fact, he was the one who came up with the idea for the Trojan horse. Anyway, our first order of business is to get Nemo healed up. He won't even be able to use the Shadow Border until he's feeling better. We won't be able to use the Shadow Border. Fortunately, I have an idea as to how to go about that. So don't worry, I'll take care of it. What are you gonna do? Okay, I don't know if I trust you, but alright. Next, there's one more thing I'd like to ask you about. What was that light that came down from the sky and tore the Nautilus to pieces? Is it some sort of secret weapon Odysseus came up with? Yes, that's one of the most pressing problems you'll have to face. Yeah, we can tell. Let me start at the beginning. There are 3 major hurdles you need to clear if you're going to reach Olympus. First, there's the Olympus Defensive Forces, commanded by Odysseus. Second, there's Poseidon, the nihilist god of the sea and god of the Great Pit. And third, there's the heavenly arrow of divine punishment, Artemis. There's no way for you all to get into Olympus unless you can do something about each of these hurdles. Think of them as Atlantis' version of the 3 layers of defense that made the Byzantine Empire's capital city of Constantinople all but impervious to invasion. 3 layers of defense, I don't know what we're gonna do about a giant space beam. Unless we get your help. Maybe I should have said something before I left after all. Maybe. And then again, I'm sure they'll figure something out with that, with Bartholomew there. Bleh. Man, now I've got even more gotta think about. Where should I go? What should I do? You should help us! Is this really what you want, Artemis? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Things were actually relatively peaceful on the Sea of Atlantis up until fairly recently. There were still soldiers stationed here, sure, but you could count them all in one hand. And even with Artemis keeping watch, getting around between the different islands was no problem at all. Back then, the only ships she'd automatically attack were those that tried to head for Olympus. But then, not too long ago, the situation changed dramatically. Was that because of us? That's part of it, sure. But there's another larger reason. What happened was a number of servants from proper human history managed to infiltrate Olympus. Huh? I don't know if it's because of the sheer size of this lost belt or what, but the counterforce ended up summoning a whole bunch of servants. We tried to establish a beachhead that you Chaldeans could use to reach Olympus whenever you got here. They did that for us? So who are these servants? I mean, we know about, Sanson and Dione. Well, they were here. We saw them get murdered at the very beginning. I mean, we didn't. The Chaldeans didn't, but we, the player, got to see them get murdered. Who else? I wish I could tell you, girl with the beautiful hidden eyes, but I don't even remember what they look like. I don't even remember what they look like. I presume there's some sort of magecraft in play. Yes, I think so. You see, I was asked to help them reach their destination, which means I had to stay behind. So if I remember their true names, there was a chance I could end up being compelled to give them to the enemy. They must have had a really talented caster to put a spell on you. Then again, it could have been an assassin or someone who specialized in memory manipulation. Yeah. At any rate, I do remember they managed to get past both Artemis's arrows and Poseidon's strikes, and ended up safely reaching Olympus. Unfortunately, their arrival came at a heavy price. A number of servants were killed on the way there. Damn, how many exactly were summoned? I may not remember their faces or their names, but I do know they all went down fighting. Gotcha. Regardless, this does shed some light on why the security was already so tight. That being said, with so many servants being summoned, they would surely have been discovered sooner or later, even if they had all remained here. Who cares about what happened in the past? We still need to worry about the present. Gordy's right. We don't have time to, mourn them. So you're saying the reason Atlantis is on such high alert right now is thanks to the other servants' invasion? Exactly. Man who wouldn't be my type even with much longer bangs. What? Is that necessary? Is it really necessary? But then again, if you were to lose a few pounds, to lose a few pounds, I don't know if Gordy's interested. Was that descriptor really necessary? Apparently. At the moment, getting into Olympus is basically impossible. However, there are still several servants who stayed behind, so in my opinion, you should stop looking for them. Well, 2 are already dead. Of course, in order to do that, you'll need to visit the neighboring islands. But at least Artemis's guard should be a little more relaxed during the daytime. And fortunately for you, my ship, the Royal Fortune, can cross between islands in the blink of an eye. That being said, honestly, it's still incredibly risky to move around while Artemis is on high alert. We can only hope that she's lowered her security level because she thinks you're all dead. Yeah, maybe. So what do you say? What about this idea you said you had for helping Nemo to recover? I'd like to know more about that. Alright, it'll be faster if I just show you. In brief, it involves taking Captain Nemo to the temple. I'm going to assume the Temple of Poseidon? Excuse me, Mr. Courier. Yes, what can I do for you? I'm sorry to impose, but I have something I was hoping you could deliver for me. Unless you're already fully booked? Not at all. The only reason I'm allowed to stay on this island is because I agreed to serve as a courier. Now, where would you like it delivered? The next island over, In that case, I should be able to make it there and back by nightfall. In exchange, I'm sorry, Hereticos, but could I ask you to do me a favor and show these people around the village for me? I think they'd be especially interested to see how clothes are made here. Sure, no problem. Well, given what these villages are wearing, it certainly seems like their lifestyle is still identical to what it was in ancient Greece. We'll see about that. As such, I doubt there'll be all that much of interest to see. Let me guess, they make old-style clothing with giant, like, factory machine, like, clothes, giant sewing machines or whatever. Thank you for showing us around. Not at all. Okay, this way, please. Yeah, Gordy, you may have spoken too soon. Okay, well, I'm sure it comes as no surprise, but one truly cannot help but notice those enormous structures. I'm told they are known as the remains of a number of gods. Remains isn't the nicest way to put it, but that does seem to be what the young people call them. Do you mean to say that you're no longer young yourself, my fair lady? Because if so, I must humbly beg to differ. Holmes, buddy. Oh, well, thank you. Anyway, Mr. Courier said I should show you how our clothes are made, right? Yeah. Here, it's right this way. Oh, no, it's just a regular old loom. That's what they're called, right? Looms? Oh ho. This is some very interesting interior decoration you've got going here. I take it that's your loom? Yeah, loom over there. What do you use for textiles then? Some form of cotton? Cotton? No. It's silver birch bark embedded with Theoscleronomia. Theos what now? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. Though I must say, isn't this material a bit too plain for clothing? Surely you could put such a lovely shade of blue towards more fashionable means, no? And what about durability? Isn't that a concern? If I'm a director, fashion is intrinsically tied to both the area in which it's worn and the civilization of the people wearing it. So I dare say it's quite rude to criticize it as though our perspective is the correct one. Yes, good point. I see. So you find it too plain. But to answer your question, no, durability isn't a concern at all. Our clothes can be adjusted to suit the temperature, and they're treated with a coating to deter blades, which keeps us fairly safe from demonic beast attacks. Oh. Huh? Yes. Pardon me, but would you mind if I touched the outfit hanging over there? Oh no, go right ahead. I can't say I've ever felt any other article of clothing quite like this. Would you also mind if I borrowed that knife? Holmes? This is a good iron knife. Well made and well sharpened. And yet, it can cut through this outfit. Are you serious? Here, let me try. Okay, so... if anything, they probably have better clothes than we do. Like, if they're that durable? Like, this stuff to apparently make them by hand, sure. But... I say as if people don't make clothes by hand all the goddamn time. But, you know what I mean. There's no use. I can't cut it with a dam. Could you stop, please? You're going to ruin the knife if you keep that up. Of course. I do beg your pardon. Well, what in the world is this material? Is there some trick to how you make it? No, we just... Hey, hunted a demonic beast! Oh? Oh, good. It looks like we'll get to have fresh demonic beast meat for dinner today. You hunt demonic beasts? Isn't that dangerous? Apparently not. Apparently no. I'm assuming their weapons are probably made from something similar. So that's probably fine. Oh no, it's fine. The ones around here aren't all that strong anyway. Let me guess, this person's dragging like a dragon or something behind him. The gods have permitted us to hunt them for millennia now, as long as we do so in moderation. The gods, huh? They should start cutting and dressing the beasts any moment now. Come on, let's go see. I got a Hydra! Okay, yeah. I mean, not a dragon, but, you know, close enough. This one ferments alcohol in its intestines, so we ought to be able to get some good booze out of it, too. I don't believe it. That's easily as large as an Orochi, or a Diavoltron. I say, have you all noticed something odd about these proceedings? Well, all the villagers would seem to be happy about this kill. Not one of them is surprised by it. This sort of hunt may not be exactly common for them, but nor would it seem to be unprecedented. Man, this is great. We haven't had Hydra meat in forever. Hey, can I ask how long forever is? Let me think. Maybe 30 years or so? You don't look older than like 30. Am I right, Gramps? Oh, I'd say the one from 30 years ago was a good bit smaller than that. I haven't seen one this size in about 200 years. Back when I was still young myself. Okay, so the people here live for at least a few hundred years. Huh? What? What did you just say? I said I haven't seen one of this size in about 200 years. Says quite literally, yeah, you know, I mean, the person who shall not be named from the beginning, I guess, was right. There is nothing wrong with this lost belt. Like, they apparently live for a few hundred years. They're strong as hell, apparently. Borderline servant level, if they can beat a Hydra. Maybe like low tier, like maybe, probably, honestly, probably on Charlotte's level, at least. If not stronger. Actually, they're probably stronger than Charlotte. They seem happy enough. The only bad thing, I guess, is they live in these little huts, but like, I imagine they're of the same material as this, so they're probably sturdy. Like, grandpa, yeah, I saw. I just didn't say anything about it. Alright, let the feast begin. Man, we haven't had Hydra in ages. Don't worry, everyone. We also have chicken if you're not a fan of snake. We had demonic beasts back in Russia too, didn't we, Senpai? And in Babylonia. It's pretty good, isn't it? Yes it is. It's a little tough, but it's nothing you can't get used to. Fofo? Not bad, not bad at all. But I dare say it would go down even better if it had been cooked teriyaki style. Here you go. Demonic beast teriyaki. Wait, you have teriyaki? Okay. Alright. Now that we've discovered a few more interesting things from this Hydra hunt, let's take advantage of this mealtime to go over what we've learned. First off, we were told that this Hydra was brought down not by a servant, but by 4 ordinary villagers. Second, these villagers haven't seen a Hydra of this size in approximately 200 years. Which we know thanks to an old man who was apparently a youngster at the time. Quite so. It would seem that, while Hydras of this particular size are something of a rare occurrence, it is not at all uncommon for these villagers to bring back smaller Hydras from a hunt. well, I mean, I'd say 30 years is fairly uncommon, but okay. Furthermore, all the jerky you've seen hung up around the village came from demonic beasts as well. In the Russian Lost Belt, the GACHA had to use magical guns to hunt down demonic beasts, and even then, bringing one down wasn't easy by any means. But here... Right, here it would seem that hunting demonic beasts takes no more effort for these people than, say, hunting a quail would for us. And even though we're ostensibly from the same human race, they all seem to be in picture-perfect health. And they certainly couldn't be that healthy if they didn't regularly have enough to eat. Hey there. Everyone enjoying the feast? This Hydra really hits the spot. I say, what in the world is going on with this village? Yeah, I don't think it's just this village, man. I think it's the entire civilization. Like every village on every island, probably. I doubt anything we've seen here is unique to this village. Rather, I expect this is just what life is generally like here, in the Atlantic Lost Belt. Now, there'll be time for all that later. For today, I suggest you guys eat your fill, and tomorrow, I'll explain everything at the temple. I would to say, this serpent liquor doesn't taste like any other kind of alcohol I've ever had, but it's got a real nice kick to it. I bet it would be even better with some spices. I'll have to try importing some one of these days. True, given everything that's happened between yesterday and today, I can't help but feel a bit mentally worn out. Putting everything out of our minds for the night and getting a good long sleep might not be a bad idea at all. Oh, you do realize I'm strictly speaking in capacity as commander, of course, and I only reached this conclusion out of fervent consideration for everyone's well-being. We know, Gordy. We know. Whatever you say, Director. I mean it, you know. I believe you. I didn't say otherwise. Yeah. When did you become so distrustful? Shouldn't you just, take me at my word? You are my subordinate, after all. Foe? Munch munch. Also, would you please teach this creature to stop stealing my food already? Why? That's how you know he's your friend. That's Foe's sign of friendship. He steals your food. Probably. Probably. Fighting something, oi. Casta and I think Berserker. Oi, 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 oi. It doesn't look like Captain Nemo will be waking up on his own anytime soon. He's still comatose. Or at least the closest equivalent for a servant. Unless we do something, he'll most likely continue to wither away until he ultimately perishes. We've got to find a way to help him. Right. Unfortunately, getting to the temple could be a bit dangerous. You see, the demonic beasts seem to have picked up on the scent of battle and started to roam the area. In that case, we can't have Ritsuka carry him, since she needs both hands free for her master duties. Do we though? Is us commanding everyone else to fight real? Do we really need our hands for that? Do we? Is that really necessary? Indeed. And it'd be quite difficult, if not impossible, for you to carry him either, thanks to your small stature. I mean, her and Nemo are probably about the same size, give or take. So who would be the best choice? Knowing glance. Ugh. Why would you look at that? It seems we have a strapping young man with girth to spare right here. You're not talking about me, are you? Don't worry, you'll be fine. Someone as light as Nemo shouldn't be any trouble for you at all, right? Well, no, of course not. Not to mention that physical enhancement is the most rudimentary of all spells. But a distinguished commander like myself giving a child a piggyback ride just seems more than a tad well and proper. No? If anything, that might inspire more trust and loyalty in your troops, so to speak. I mean, if he was an actual military commander, I would say, I'd feel at ease with someone who's kind to children. You being my commander, I don't know about you, but I guess he feels like he has to maintain a certain look. Haha, you're still worried about appearances at this point. Shouldn't you be more concerned with improving your odds of survival, Commander? Even if just by 1%. Exactly. Besides, I bet you'll cut a real dashing figure carrying Nemo on your back, Gordy. Spare me the hollow praise. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way. That actually reminds me of something I've been wondering about for a while now. What? Did the homunculi you grew up around never praise you for anything, Director? Great question, Mash. Homunculi are already fully grown from the moment they're born, which means they have absolutely nothing in the way of genuine life experience. I don't need any praise from the likes of them. Not that they ever bothered anyway. I don't know whose idea it was, but they said it was policy to never offer praise for anything they felt was the sort of thing anyone should be able to do. I especially remember how Tool would always be like, I'm very sorry, young master, but I'll never praise you regardless of what you may accomplish. Oh, that's sad. I swear. What was her problem anyway? I see. Fascinating. She sounds like someone I would very much like to meet. And go home. Leave Gordy alone. Don't be ridiculous. She's just another homunculus. I highly doubt she'd have anything to offer you. Besides, she's long since gone from this world, so you'll never get to meet her regardless. Oh, fool. Why am I even talking about this? Alright, fine. I see how it is. Wait right here while I go and fetch Nemo. There. Happy now? Now that's a father figure if I've ever seen one. He does look like Nemo's father now. Well, Papa Gordy, shall we go? You totally look like a doting father. Don't be daft. Good. Now look what you did. My shouting made him kick me in the stomach. Ha ha ha. Now I see. So this is what you Chaldea folks are like. What you lack in rules, you make up for with discipline. With discipline. That suits me just fine. In fact, I'd even say it's ideal. Alright then, let's make our way to the temple. I'll go with you. Knife out. I don't know, the knife makes me uncomfortable. I'm guessing I'm really just an ordinary guy. Who? That's why I'm here now. That's why I got left behind. Right now I'm just a guy who looks the part, left holding down the fort. Every day feels like it lasts a year. Every second feels like it drags on for an hour. Don't get me wrong, logically it makes sense. Really, when you get right down to it, servants like us are supposed to fight alongside the master. It's just reckless to go off somewhere you know you're likely to die without one. And I know what that servant, can't even remember their name or their face, asked me. Stay here and wait for them. And I know I said I would, partly because it really didn't feel like the kind of situation where no was an option. But I'm supposed to be one of the greatest sabers ever? Even if I do just use a club. Orion? But you're an... Oh, right now I'm a rider. But I can't keep my horse around all the time. A rider who has a club. Who should be a saber. I don't know. Ah, crap, I'm getting all choked up. I have no weapon and no vehicle. The only gear I've got to my name is a few tales of adventure and daring do. And that's nothing compared to the real first-rate heroes. I can't stand back up if my Achilles tendon is severed or if I'm stabbed in the heart. I can't keep protecting the entire city as its political leader, general, strategist, and warrior all rolled into one. I can never complete all of the 12 labors on my own. I can't even gather a bunch of other heroes onto a single ship for an epic journey. So many things, I can't do one of them. The best I can manage is to hunt demonic beasts and donate them to the villagers, just like I've been doing every day. They say there've been a whole lot more demonic beasts running around lately. And it probably means they're either here or they will be soon. I wonder what they'll think of me when they show up. A useless, good-for-nothing C-rank servant? I just hope they're at least a little happy to meet me. Yeah, maybe we will. Now what am I saying? I've got to stop thinking positive! Oh! They're just gonna look down their noses at me and relegate me to backup. That's all I deserve anyway. I really feel like I should know who this is, but I guess we'll see when it reveals him. Alright, now that I'm feeling more myself, I'm just gonna keep looking on the dark side of life. Oh, Mandracardo! Oh my god, I just realized. Mandracardo. After all, that's what I swore I was gonna do. Okay then. Let's get going. Man, when we first set out for this lost belt, I never thought I'd end up walking it with my own 2 feet. You're really enjoying yourself, aren't you, Da Vinci? Well, sure. I've always wanted to get a chance to explore some new, uncharted land like this. Well, I understand how you feel, Da Vinci, and I'm well aware that you can handle yourself in a fight. I feel I must remind you that you are truly essential to the Shadow Warder's operation. So I would advise you to stay as close to Miss Kirlight as possible. Yeah, I know. Speaking of which, where is the Shadow Border right now? Ah, yes. We use this barely functional cloaking feature to hide it once we reach shore. Well, I'd prefer to return to it as soon as possible. Doing so while its comms are unusable would, of course, render us unable to lend you our aid. Yawn. So in the meantime, I've entrusted Mr. Mounier with its safekeeping. On a different subject, what exactly does going to this temple entail? That's a fair question. By all accounts, it sounds like the 12 Olympians are our primary enemies here. So why in the world would we run the risk of going somewhere devoted to worshipping them? Worry not, my portly compadre. There are no gods there now. It's a temple in name only these days. However, it still has one of the gods' relics there. A relic I thought we might be able to use to restore Captain Nemo to good health. It has to be a Poseidon relic, right? Seeing as how Triton's part of Nemo, so having his father's relic would be the most make the most sense. I would think. What kind of relic? In proper human history, you'd refer to them as nanomachines. Oh? Oh! That's not what I was... I thought it would... Nanomachines, really? I was expecting some, like, relic that had, like, a load of, you know, magical energy in it or something. Or, you know, some kind of... But no, nanomachines. Okay. Those are tiny robots about the size of a virus, new. Even in modern society, they're mostly just theoretical. There hasn't been much progress in actually creating functional nanomachines. So then, this is Olympian technology. Are you sure it's safe for us to use? Speaking in my capacity as technical advisor, I'm not sure I can endorse this. You have every right to be suspicious, girl who I very much wish would let her bangs down. She's like, ugh, creepy. However, this nanomachine technology has apparently been a part of this land for over 10,000 years. So I'm afraid I'll have to defer to both of your expertise to determine whether or not it's safe. What about you, Miss Corday? Do you know anything about the nanomachines? I doubt it. Not a thing. But I get the feeling I'd be stronger if I get the feeling I'd be stronger if I did. I see. Very well then, Miss Ritsuka. Miss Ritsuka, would you be so kind as to give us a proper send-off? Hold on, just a moment. Since I'll be accompanying you personally for this expedition, why don't you let me handle this? Take it away, Director. You got it, Gordy. Right then. All hands, move out. He flubbed it! All hands, move out. Well, what you all waiting for? Come on before I leave you behind. Okay, Gordy. You did your best, man. It'd be funny if we had some ham, though. Or it'd be nice if we had some ham. Senpai? Director, wait for us! Right. Mesh Kirillite preparing to run! Good grief. You'd think they'd take this a little more seriously, considering we're in the 5th and biggest lost belt now. Yeah. Oh, I think they're taking it just seriously enough. If this is how you all operate, I can see how you managed to take down 4 of the lost belts. Alright. Alright, we better go after them. By the way, would you mind hiding your eyes with your bangs? Bruh. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, maybe your bank denied the monthly charge for whatever reason. I don't know. Or maybe it's a bug. Maybe try refresh. No, can't know because it shows on my end that you're. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what happened. would you mind hiding your eyes with your bangs? Okay, that is more than enough of you pushing your creepily specific fetish on literally everyone around you. Seek help. Da Vinci's right, Bartholomew. You have problems, man. I mean, look. I get where he's coming from. The whole bang covering eyes is cute in a way, but like, come on, man. you can't just keep trying to force every woman you meet to. Oops, I've gone and run off too far ahead. That won't do at all. This may be embarrassing, but I'll take shame over death any day of the week. I expect the gentlemanly thing to do here is to simply turn around and go back to rejoin them, without saying a word. It's not just, yeah, but he's mainly been, like, trying to get women to do it. Mainly Da Vinci. I mean, he did say something to Gordy about, you wouldn't be my type even if you let your hair down, but that was more, yeah. Yeah, you know, yeah. Well, aside, I still can't believe I flubbed such a simple yet critical line. Does this mean I'm just not cut out to be the one giving orders? No, Gordy, you know. No, that can't be right. You've been doing a great job. You misspoke. It's fine. It's fine. No doubt I'm just feeling a little less articulate than usual after all this fighting. Yes, that sounds right. I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. Director! Yamino! That must be Ritsuka and the demi-servant. Alright, Gordolf, keep it together. A good mage never loses their cool, no matter the circumstance. Since I can't choose my hands right now, I'll just give them a congenial smile and... Behind you! Gordy, no! Haha, what's this now? Some sort of sketch comedy routine? No! Gordy, there's a demonic beast! If so, I certainly hope you could come up with something better than the old "oops, there's a monster behind you" gag. Gordy, think about where you are. Run! That sort of tired cliche may suffice in your circles, but it'll take far more sophisticated humor than that to get a chuckle out of old Gordolf music. Huh? You mean you weren't just trying to get me to turn around as a joke? I'll be right there, Director. Please run for it. Is it just me? Or have I spent far too much of this year literally running around? Yeah. I don't think we're gonna make it. There's no way I'm going out of some sort of punchline. Guff charge. Is he gonna body tackle it? Like, oh, he's running away. Damn it. I didn't have enough charge left. Gordy, you gotta work out, man. Guess I'll have to use the command spell. Ready when you are, Master. Even so, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. It has to be enough. Huh? Huh? Is it our boy? God, what just happened? Please tell me these bloody chunks that look disturbingly like crushed tomatoes aren't mine. Don't worry, I got the beast. Oh, good. Thank you. You and the kid would have ended up monster chow if I hadn't been here. Glad that didn't happen. Yes, and I'm quite grateful for that, believe me. But, I still don't know who you are. Yes, fair. But before I tell you that, I need to ask you something. What is it? And did you really have to point that surprisingly sharp-looking stick at me first?
You know, it would be interesting to see Gordy have his own servant who followed his commands, like, directly. But, I don't know how well Mandricardo would do in that circumstance. Let's put it that way. I ask of you, are you my master? No. That's what you get for using that line when you're not a saber. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay then. I'll just be on my way. Maybe. You know, I bet you they have planned, cause like he literally said in his little like scene before that he was one of the supposedly greatest sabers ever. I wonder if they're ever gonna make him a 5-star saber. There has to be plans for that, right? Surely. Okay then, I'll just be on my way. Sorry to bother you. Whoa, wait up! No, I'm out of here. I messed up the one line that no servant should ever mess up. There's nothing left for me to live for. Me, I'm master. It's me. Huh? You're the master? Oh, yes, that's right. Now, could you please tell us who you are? Yeah, okay. Well. Behind you! Now there's something behind you. Yourself. Shut up already, you dumb things. Did he just take that monster out with a wooden sword? Yes. I'm guessing that's not just any club. Then again, the only famous club wielders I know of are Miyamoto Musashi and Heracles. Wait a sec. Are you Heracles Lily? No. No. That has to be one of the last things I ever thought I'd hear a master say. And no, I'm nowhere near as big a deal as that. My name's Mandricardo. I'm a plain old run-of-the-mill servant best known for, fighting the 12 paladins of Charlemagne. Oh, yeah, I know who you are. I'm sorry, I never heard of you. Yeah, that figures. Don't worry, I get it. Anyway, I'm a writer. Just technically though, since I don't actually have anything to ride. You don't? Not even a horse? Yeah, I have a horse, but I can only use him when I'm fighting. Huh. Guess the scent of blood must have lured them out here. Alright, prospective master. I'm counting on you to call the shots. Let's just save yourself as a person that lets him and life exacting too. Yeah, I think because there are plenty of servants who have like vastly different personalities between like incarnations, right? Like Avenger Nito versus Caster Nito, right? Very different people, kind of. Yeah. And like, who else would be a good example? I guess you can't. I was gonna say Caster and Archer Gil, but like, are they really all that different when Gil isn't his FSN self? No, really? Prospective master. I'm counting on you to call the shots.
Aye, yo, you got it.
You know, even I've got to admit that line wasn't too bad. It had a nice, easygoing feel in every... Major Cardo? Aren't you going to fight? Oh, right, of course. Okay, let's do this thing. He'll gain confidence, probably. Surely. Right? He won't be so... him forever. Yeah. He'll get over it. Alright, yeah, Liz is pretty close to Bond, so let's stick her in front. Sorry, Alice. Alisu. You're going in the back. Which is where that's where a caster should be anyway, right? As backline support.
Da Vinci-chan, 参上。今日も元気に始めちゃおう。
Yeah. To Da Vinci.
ドラゴンスケール。
Oh, I mean, a full combo would probably be too much, right?
ふむふむ。
Hmm.
これを差し上げます。
Maybe. Yeah, it would have been.
いくよ。
Liz. If you could kill that one, that'd be great.
どうぞ。それ。
The
返品は不可で。
so okay. Liz. You know what? You did your best. That's all we
遠
can
慮は無用。
really ask from you.
いいじゃない。これを差し上げます。芸術とは輝くものさ。避けちゃダメ。
And you know, if you can't be happy with his best or her best, what can you be happy with? All right.
いい子。バゼットどう遠慮は無用。私も怒るときは怒ります。
This should take care of him.
返品は不可で。
Probably.
重みをプレゼント。これもまたフラガラックですね。
Well, actually, her attack buff wore off. She might not kill
フラガラ
us.
ックアンバル。
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Tis fine.
どうぞどうぞ。オッケー。これを差し上げます。
No, you didn't crit!
芸術とは輝くものさ。
Mananan. Why do you do this to me? Why do you not crit when I need you to crit?
どうぞ。おかわりもいいですよ。返品は不可で。芸術とは輝くものさ。海も陸も走れます。
Whatever. We win, that's all that matters.
どうぞ。
I don't even know why I did the whole quick combo. Not like it'll be alive to
まあそう
use
いう
those crit stars on anyway.
どう？ これが最新の戦いさ。羨ましい。
There we go, Lizzie. Lizzie darling.
Alright, Mandy. There we go. That'll do it.
He's really strong.
Oh, yes, he is. After all, Mandracardo is famous for taking on the entire French army with only 3 allies.
Who's his 3 allies?
That's no big deal. Every hero's got some kind of story like that. Huh? Those people coming this way, friends of yours?
Yep, that's Holmes and Da Vinci. And I guess Bartholomew's there too.
Sherlock Holmes, Leonardo da Vinci, and Bartholomew Roberts, huh? Must be nice being so famous.
Man, come on, buddy. You're plenty famous.
The important thing is that you're all unhurt. And if we can now count another servant among our ranks as well, things are certainly looking up. He's got nice long bangs, but I can still see both of his eyes. Damn, so close.
Is that really all you care about?
Haha, what can I say?
We pirates have never been shy about our desires. It's true.
Amazing. From what I hear, he's only known these people a little longer than I have, but he's already one of the gang. He must have
A-rank people skills. Doesn't even try to hide the freaky shit he's into, and I still like him anyway. Is bangs in front of the eyes freaky? I don't. Yeah, okay.
Man, I'm so jealous.
If only I was a little bit smoother with people.
So what are you gonna do now? Keep heading for the temple?
That's the plan.
In that case, I guess I can go with you. Besides, I'm a rogue servant, so I'll feel better having a master around too.
That'd be great! Thumbs up!
Well, if you insist, then I guess I can't refuse now. Alright then, looks like I'll be coming along. Do you know anything about the temple yourself, Mandracardo? Oh yeah. Hell, I've even used it myself a few times. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Let's just get you to the temple and save that guy's life.
Are you quite sure I can do that? Are these nanomachines really safe? For that matter, how do they work? I'd much rather you tell us now than later.
Don't ask me, I don't got any idea. Look, you'll just have to see for yourself, okay?
Shh. Alright, fine. Besides, if we can't get the Nautilus back in working order, I'll have to continue this entire journey on foot. And everyone knows nobles such as myself only travel by foot when circumstances leave them no other choice.
Yeah, we were all pretty desperate to escape from the original Chaldea, weren't we?
Like that super strict weight loss regimen you had to follow for a while? I assure you, I have no idea whatsoever what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay, buddy. Okay, Gordy. Whatever you say, man. We'll let it go. For now. The Great Pit. That island looks interesting. Vaguely. Is that the Ouroboros symbol? It looks like that's a snake's head. Like that's the mouth there, that little slit. And that's the tail. Is its tail it's about to eat? Or maybe I'm just making a connection where there isn't one. But it looks like the Ouroboros symbol. My
Minute Assembly of Authorities. Lancer. Sure, manager boy. Alright, Liz, it's been fun having you, but you're being replaced with your older self, who's being put in the back. Start getting her bond up. Yeah. Oops. Also, we did the team assignment before. Must not be much or any dialogue. There's probably gonna be after battle dialogue though, I imagine. Like it'll be, oh, we were, you know, just talking about how we got attacked, like as we reached the temple or something. Alright. Alright, buddy. Let's do the dang thing. Okay, that did less damage than I'd hoped. I know he doesn't have the event buff here, but that was less damage than I was hoping. That event buff kinda carries, huh? Ow. Rude. Oh, whoa.
遠慮は無用。
全く青崎と来たら
海も陸も走れます。どう遠慮は無用。
I could have used his noble
こ
fan.
れを差し上げ
Oh
ま
my
す。まあ
god.
そう言わずに。一番は自分さ。
What? Oh, pfft. Shojiro. How could you do this to me, man? You know what? Nah, just... Fine.
了解どうだろう
Noble Phantasm.
ブリリア道路虹の彼方にて光を放てセルナンデ・デュランダル
And didn't even die. Did not even really close to death. Okay.
命は大切にね。
全くだ
Buddy. We gotta work on your Noble Phantasm delivery. Also, what are you afflicted by? I feel like this is probably a... Like, it says it's a buff, but, you know, I don't know if I trust that. I assume he has this from the nanomachines going inside him, but like... It feels sketch.
うっす
遠慮は無用。
Like,
気持ちはわかるよたばっきれ
could the
これを
gods
差し上げま
use the nanomachines inside him to take control of him if they wanted to? Or... you know, I don't know. I don't really trust that at all, really.
いい子いい子楽園へのいざない
I'm actually quite sketched out by that. Okay, Sojiro, you're out. It's probably fine.
後より遠慮は無用よかろう時には痛みを与え
I'm
ましょ
sure it won't have any consequences in the long run, right?
うこれを差し上げます
Good kill, Bazit. Or Mononon, sorry. You're not Bazit right now.
逆光剣フラガラック
My bad.
バゼナーンカウンタ
Bazina? Okay. Oh, Origin Lamia and Origin Hydra, We can handle that. I think. Probably. Take care of the Hydra first. Yeah, which full combo. I don't think we have to worry about. Yeah. Don't have to worry about wasting damage at all. Yeah.
遠慮は無用これを差し上げますまあまあそう言わず
Crit. Nice.
せやって
Hang on. And
望みを我が舌を喜ばせろ
maybe a full combo would have been better.
インビディ
Yeah, probably would have
せ
been.
やって
Yeah, okay, well, shoot. That's unfortunate.
アよかろ
But we win.
どうぞどうぞ
And that's all it matters. Right.
はっ
Mandracordo gets
埋
to
葬の花を
taste some victory
貴
for
様の
once
旅
in
路
his
の手向け
life.
としよう
Any luck finding a ley line yet, Da Vinci? I've been searching as best I can since we got here. But thanks in part to the unusual way this island came together, it doesn't look like we should get our hopes up. I see. I was hoping we could find a suitable ley line that would let us bolster our forces. But it seems we won't be summoning any new servants just yet. At least the temporary battle summons are going well. Possibly because of all the magical energy in the atmosphere here. Then we should at least be alright for the time being. Very well. Let's hurry on to this temple.
Well, are we there yet? Even with the enhancement, my poor feet can only take so much.
Want me to take a turn carrying him, Director?
No need for that. No good noble would ever abandon a task he agreed to only partway through its completion.
Oh, and just like that, it would seem we've arrived at a destination.
Oh, thank goodness.
Why did Gordy look disappointed? Well, at first glance, it certainly seems like what I'd expect to find at any ancient Greek temple, yeah? You know, the pillars, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. But wait till you get inside. Huh. I know we may not look it. But we've actually overcome tremendous difficulties and conquered multiple lost belts, so strange you'd think they were different worlds altogether. So I highly doubt there's anything in there that will be even remotely surprised. What in the world is this?
I must admit, even I am at a loss for words. Whoa. This looks way more like a laboratory than a temple. Or maybe even some kind of factory. At a glance, it seems like this engineering surpasses anything at Chaldea. And if that's true, that would make it more advanced than even the most cutting-edge tech of modern-day proper human history. Shocked at how little idea she has about why this is so shocking. You know what, Charlotte? You're doing your best. That's way out of my wheelhouse. I'll let you all figure it out. Whoa. Give me a moment while I boot it up. What should we do with Nemo? Lay him down on the table there. What? I can tell I'm going to be nursing these stiff shoulders for hours to come. Oh man, it was a surprisingly long journey, wasn't it? Thank you so much for doing this, Director. Talk about taking the load off, am I right, Director? You're so right, Risika. Come now. Is this really the time for silly wordplay? Maybe. Could be. I swear, you should know better than to try to make jokes to people so utterly exhausted. Hey, you were the one who went along with it. True. Let's see. I think I press here first. And make sure it's turned on. Scanning. Theos Claronomia. Allotments remaining, 53. Target capacity, Oh. We should be careful of how much we use this, then. If it only has 53 uses left. Because the villagers will probably need this. Error. Non-Olympian detected. Unable to provide. Theos Claronomia. Well, that doesn't sound good. Don't worry. All part of the process. Let's see, what was the next step? Okay, you've got to cancel out of this operation. Take advantage of the timeout error. Oh. So it works by us breaking the system. Like there's a okay. Olympian lineage confirmed. Bloodline value. Error. Releasing Theos Claronomia. Sorry, I can't update my method. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea what's up with it. So those are nanomachines. They seem more like mercury than anything. They might look like mercury, but they're not toxic. At least I'm pretty sure they aren't. Oh, and how do you know that? Because I went through the same treatment myself, back when I'd been fatally wounded. Oh, what? Hang on. Then how do we know you haven't been brainwashed? Well, I'm not entirely sure either, but if I was, wouldn't I have already killed you all the way before we even got here? That's a fair point. Well, yes, very probably, but still. Assimilation complete. Spirit origin restoration. Incomplete. Nanomachine capacity has been exceeded. 3,543 hours remaining until full self-restoration is complete. What is this place? Hey Nemo, we're in a Grecian temple. Captain Nemo, are you okay? Oh, right. I thought it'd been blown to pieces. Wait, where's the border? How's the crew? Rest assured, everyone survived the attack, including you. Unfortunately, the Nautilus's outer hull was split right down the middle, resulting in its complete destruction. And the Shadowboarder core, though still intact, sustained enough damage to render further passage impossible. Fortunately, the boarder's cloaking function still works, so we were able to hold it up onto land and hide it. I see. So it's basically a beached whale. Yeah, pretty much at this point. Well, now that you're up and about again, can't you restore the Nautilus as well? Not that easy. No, I can't. I was only able to put that noble phantasm together in the Wandering Sea's dock. I need Shion's help to solidify it into a ship that actually exists in reality. Besides, even if Shion was here, my spirit origin's an absolute mess. There's no way I could perfectly recreate the Nautilus down to every last screw right now. Damn it! I understand how you must feel, Captain Nemo, but please try to calm down. You still need to rest and recover. Pardon me, Captain, but what would you think about growing your bangs out? Stop! Leave him alone! He literally just woke up! Huh? Whoops, my mistake. What I meant was, what would you think about having my ship tow yours? How in the world do you get those two statements mixed up? Just what we needed. Another Blackbeard. How dare you? I'm nothing like him. I'm pretty sure he'll go for anyone at all as long as she doesn't care about Jules. Oh, and I think he especially likes short women too. I have to say, you two seem more alike than not. Tabling, whatever that nonsense was. Yeah, don't worry about it, Captain. We don't. Yeah, he just ignore him. Towing, huh? And at least the outer layer is already restored. Is this the same button? Gordy? Theoscleronomia allotments remaining 44. I knew it. There's still plenty left we can use. Go on, Magicardo. Give him the rest of these nanomachines. I don't think it works that way. Then he should be back to his old self in no time. I wish I could, but I can't. And why not? You heard it say he's over capacity, right? It means there's no way in hell this thing can give him any more of its nanomachines. We only get one shot to error around its restrictions, and we already used it. It's weird though. This thing ought to be more than capable of healing a servant. What about a divine spirit? The Triton might be throwing a wrench in things. Just, I see. It must be, because of the Nautilus, that too. It must be because my spirit origin is tied to the Nautilus, so it's actually a lot bigger than it seems. I see. I suppose you are able to move about freely, even as you keep your noble phantasm in constant operation. Hey, mind if I say something, Master? Yeah, well, what up? There's more temples like this on other islands. And these machines are, what's the word again? You know, not connected. Oh, right. Independent. I see. So they aren't networked, huh? Besides, these Theoscleronomia nanomachines are the god's relics. The technology is actually obsolete. Oh, really? So the stuff they're using now is so much better they can just throw this stuff away like so much junk? Is that so? Yeah, pretty much. No, honestly, I can't even be mad. I'm too impressed at how damn well it works. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we can get more of these at the temples on other islands. Oh, and some of the stronger demonic beasts have these nanomachines too. Only they use them to enhance themselves. I see. Yes, this is all starting to come together. Starting to come together. Holmes? I assume the other rogue servants got a hold of such nanomachines as well. Yep, they sure did. It all began when someone started wondering why some demonic beasts were so much stronger than others. They ran some tests and figured out it was nanomachines powering them up. Of course, I don't know much in the way of specifics. Given how they meant to challenge the gods of Olympus, without a master, I have no doubt they wished to even the odds as much as they possibly could. Now that I've experienced what these nanomachines are like, I can say that they also serve as a source of magical energy. It's almost like they're a pseudo-secondary type of perpetual motion machine. You mean like Frankenstein's galvanism? Basically, yes. If you played your cards right, I can see how you might be able to use your noble phantasm, even without a master. This means that the servants who infiltrated Olympus may well have a better chance than better than even chance of victory. In that case, we should try to meet up with them as soon as possible. But we'll need the Nautilus to be back in perfect working order for that, won't we? Yeah. And to make that happen, you'll need to explore all the neighboring islands, not to mention getting past the 3 layers of defense to actually make it onto Olympus. Damn it! I should have known the largest lost belt of them all wouldn't make things easy for us. But at any rate, now that the Nautilus is back, it shouldn't be a problem if I go back to it, right? Right? You have a point. We can't leave the Nautilus undefended forever. And I'm worried about the staff too. Okay then, Holmes, Nemo, Gordy, and I will head back and stand by on the border. Oh damn. The gang is splitting up. Much as I hate to ask this of you, ask this of you yet again, Waits to Gun Mash. I'm afraid it'll all be up to you two from here on out. Good luck. We'll count on you. We got this. Ain't nothing gonna beat us down. Great. That's just what I like to hear. We'll do our best to not disappoint. Although I can't make any promises.
節目の季節となりました。おや、何か物入りかな
Gulp. Alright. Just doing this first to lower the chances of getting potentially pump faked. Okay. Ow, go. Ow. Go? Will you? Oh, Dion! Oh, I'll do it, sure, okay?
ようこそレオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチの強化ラ
I'll
ボへ
take that, I guess. NP2 Dion? That's alright. Could have been worse. Oh, speaking of, let me get Sojiro's final Noble Phantasm enhancement on there. I must have forgot to do that when I got it. Alright. even if I end up not getting Alco, can't be too mad. Got Liz, got Carmilla, got NP2 Chevalier Dion. Finished farming the event. Yeah, I got all the missions done. I'm still grinding the monster extinction nodes at night when they come up, because they give a lot of bond. Yeah, I haven't beaten the Alco challenge quest yet. That's the one thing I haven't done yet. I challenged it once and I got her down to her normal health bar, but Super Alco is hard to deal with. Super Alco, very, very hard to deal with. Yeah, did not go well. But I also didn't really make a proper team. So the fact they got it down to the final health bar is, you know, decent. Let's see. Yes, this should do. Yeah. Yeah. Eh? What? Why do you look mad? Crap, they found us. Oh boy. There they are. Atlantis border guards. Who are these people? He just said! They're the soldiers patrolling Atlantis on Odysseus' orders. Be careful. They're all hopped up on nanomachines too. I'll go circle around behind them. Mandricardo. We can't let them alert the main force. Got it. Holmes, make sure everyone gets back safely. Of course. Rest assured, I've got your back. All you need to worry about is the enemy directly at hand. Roger that. Okay, Master, I'm ready for your orders whenever you're ready to give them. Don't worry, I'll make sure these guys don't go anywhere. You know, they probably have communicators, I would think, right? Given how advanced they are. And heck, Odysseus contacted us. So, like, you think the main force probably already knows. I would think. But maybe not. Maybe we lucked out somehow, some way. But I sincerely doubt that. If I'm being honest. Anything more specifically on the field? I think it's just in the team. Because I had one of the people with like a trait needed in the back once. And I'm pretty sure it counted. I think. I'm not 100% sure on if I'm remembering right, but I think they just have to be on the team in general. You know, a bit concerning how we're not killing them. They're just they're escaping. Little bit of a concern.
どうぞどうぞ。
No, I was hoping for another
返
crit.
品は不可で。
Yes, yeah.
どうだろう。
遠慮は無用。
むむ。
おとりになって。
Alright, Sojiro, I guess you know Phantasm,
来たら
so I can sacrifice you to the blood gods. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Sojiro. You
後より出て先に立つの。
must
なんでこんな
go.
ことができるんだ。
You know what? Good question, Sojiro. Good question. Why
時
can't you
に
do
は
this? I
痛
don't
みを
know.
与えましょう。
I sacrifice my Sojiro Shizuki to summon Red Eye's Beast Dragon.
フラガラックアンマン。
Okay. Sacrifice summon successful.
今のうちに準備を。とくと見とれよ。我の力を見よかろう。遠慮はおかわりもいいですよ。世の行く手は阻めぬ。
You will be missed,
返品は
Shizuki.
不可で。海も陸も走れます。
Oh no, I could have gone with. I could have said what Joey's
よかろう。
dragon was Red Eye's Black Dragon.
我が舌を喜ぶ。
Because Draco does wear mostly black in her final ascension. That would have worked. Red Eye's Black Dragon.
そこだな。
Ah, well. Beast Dragon, Black Dragon. Close enough.
の我が舌を喜ばせろ。世の行く手は阻めぬ。血の大輪を咲かせよ。良い旅路よ。
They did on purpose. I mean, when I was just converting it from Blue Eyes White Dragon, yeah, the beast was on purpose, but then I realized Joey's Red Eyes Black Dragon. Like, it literally makes sense. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's fine. Would have been just a straight up Yu-Gi-Oh card at that point. There was something inhuman about the way they fought. Yeah. That's because of the nanomachines in their heads. The catchers, they end up losing their humanity in exchange. That was quite the walloping we gave them. Are you sure they're not dead? Yeah, the nanomachines are keeping them alive. But even if they're not dead, they'll still be out of commission until the nanomachines finish healing them. And how long does that take? So I don't think we'll have anything to worry about for the time being. Clearly, the smart thing to do here would be to kill them. But... then there should be no issue leaving them as is. No need to bother with them, Ritsuka. You're being weirdly warm-hearted. We have plenty of more pressing things to do than wasting our time and energy unnecessarily. Alright, we'll leave them be then. The next thing we have to worry about is Odysseus. It won't be long now before he realizes that we're still alive, and on Hestia Island. And thanks to his incredibly tight security, his soldiers already found and destroyed most of the Second Bartholomew fleet. I'd been building in secret. The only ship I've got left is my own, the Royal Fortune. Ah, my poor fleet. I hardly knew ye. Then we had better move our destination. Move on to our next destination, with all due haste. To be honest, I would have liked to spend a bit more time investigating this temple. But I suppose I can make do with analyzing the sample of nanomachines we collected here aboard the Nautilus. Crap, now what do I do? I missed my chance to bring it up, but are we just going to... Are we just going our separate ways now? No? Or can I keep going with them? Meanwhile, Bartholomew's just planning to tag along like it's no big deal at all. Man, that must be nice. You're coming with us. Still, I don't know if I feel good about taking up Master's time while the group is still figuring things out. Something wrong there, buddy? What's up, man, Ricardo? Oh, nah, it's nothing. So, hey, would it be okay if I came along with you guys? Absolutely. You're more than welcome to join us. So, I see. You seem awfully pleased about that, man, Ricardo. Uh-huh. Who, me? Nah, it's no big deal. Really. I can already tell this guy's going to be kind of a pain. What do you mean? It's great to have you on board, man, Ricardo. I'm Corday. Oh, thanks. It's okay, I understand. I won't be upset if you don't know who I am. Okay, good. Because honestly, I got no idea. You see, just saying that after you freaked out earlier about us potentially not knowing who you were. Like, come on, man. Oh. Hey, didn't you just say you weren't gonna be upset? I'm not upset. I'm just sad. Same thing! This is exactly why I'm such trash with people. Man. Poor man, Ricardo. And here I thought the walk home was going to be so much easier. Remind me why I'm still carrying you. Honestly, I can still barely move. I feel as sluggish as a beached fur seal. Well, you could at least try to make an effort. What do you expect? It's still gonna take some time for Nemo to get back on his feet. Yeah, I suppose. Sorry, Gordy. You'll just have to bear with it a little longer. Damn it. Butter should be the one handling things like this. Where is he when you need him? I really think it's about time you learned Mounier's name. That's it, Mounier. Or was it Murien? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Really think about it now. I should have been the one to stay behind at the border. Should you have? Do you think the border's okay? Yes, it's fine. At least for now. The sonar is still working, so I can tell there aren't any hostiles nearby. Oh? You mean you can tell that sort of thing even at this distance? Only what's been reported to me thanks to the one Marine that stuck around. Are you sure I can't put him down? Seeing how he's feeling well enough to talk. Nice try. Alright, which Marine's still alive, eh? Professor? Probably Professor, right? Or maybe just a player. No, Professor isn't a Marine, right? Right, then the Marines and the Professor, right, yeah, right, no, they're different things. So just a plain old Marine then? You okay? Everything okay? Oh, yeah, everything's fine. I was just thinking how this is the same position I was in on my last trip not too long ago. You want to hear more about it? Yeah, sure. Alright, there isn't all that much to say. Then why'd you bring it up? I was just part of the group of servants that went off to Olympus. Of course, all the others' true names are sealed away, so I don't know who they are, who they were any more than Bartholomew does. But I do remember there was one servant who was real good at making hideouts, and built a bunch of them all around the different islands. So we might find some clues or other things that could help us if we check them out. Oh, right. I probably should have told you about those before, huh? I'm sorry. So why'd you stay behind? Know that? I don't know who it was, but somebody told me it was important that I did. You know, Odysseus, Poseidon, and Artemis are about as big as they come. I honestly don't know if we even have a chance of beating them. Yeah, me neither, man. Huh? No, wait, that's not what I meant. Damn it, how could I be so stupid? What kind of servant goes around saying they can't win? You know, this is one situation where his anxiety's honestly correct. Why would you say that? Then again, I don't want to lie, and it's not like she'd believe me anyway. I mean, how the hell can anyone beat real-life gods? No. Not to mention we've got way fewer servants now, and Artemis is keeping a much closer eye out than she was before. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Which is why I'm glad to have you here helping us. Huh? Well, sure, if there's anything I can do to help, I'll do it. Just maybe keep your expectations of me in check. After all, this is the only weapon I've got. And a plain old wooden sword. Nothing special or historic about it or anything. If I'd materialized as a saber, then I might have been able to bring Durendal with me. But no, I'm just a writer. Then again, I still might not have it then, so I just picked it up when that bastard Roland happened to leave it behind. And since I don't have any memory of wielding that sword since becoming a servant either, I'm guessing that means the throne still doesn't see me as a real hero. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring down the mood. Oh, hey, don't worry. Even a dinky wooden sword like this ought to be enough to take out 100 soldiers or so. Yeah, probably. It does have little spiky bits. So if nothing else, I can still fill in the gaps in your lineup. Anyway, it looks like we're falling behind. Come on, Master. Let's go catch up. Let's go catch up? We need to work on his confidence. But that's probably gonna be a lot of work. Let's be real here. It's probably gonna take more work than we have time for. Alright, Alice, you're going back in. And yes, I'm leaving Bazd in front. I'm gonna swap her out though. Cause, you know, zero effectiveness against anything is not ideal. No, we made it back to the border. Good. Everything looks intact. Barely. Hey, you're back. Thanks for the warm welcome. I take it everything's been smooth sailing here. No pun intended. Yeah, everything's fine. Most eventful thing that happened here was getting sick and tired of rations. In fact, we got so tired of it that we ended up rating the food marked director only. Now those are some damn fine eats. You what? I had my heart set on that food. They're half the reason I wanted to come back here. Sorry, boss. It was the price you had to pay to keep everyone's spirits high. Ouch, that was too blunt. Damn it. All that juicy bacon, going forever. I'm checking the ship's condition now. It's still holding together, just barely. Damage to the hull plating is especially bad. There's no way we can dive into state. Best we can hope for now is to sail on the surface. I see. Then it sounds like towing is the only way to go after all. I hate to say it, but yeah, it is. Very well then, Bartholomew. Go ahead and get ready to tow us, if you'd be so kind. In the meantime, Master, I'd like you and Miss Kirillite to get some much needed rest.
Will do. If you insist.
I'll go do the same. I say, Captain, I don't suppose you have any Nemo Marines who specialize in foot massages?
I do, actually! Okay. Let me guess, they're not here, though. Gleam in his eye and his glasses. Mounier? No. But I can't create any extra Marines right now. I don't have the strength. Completely crestfallen.
I see. Well, that's too bad. My poor aching tootsies. Alright, I'm gonna go analyze these nano machines. Come give me a hand, Holmes. Of course. Bartholomew, how long will it take to rig both ships for towing?
Probably too long.
If I start right now to hurry, I'd say it'll be about 2 hours. Meaning we'd set sail before twilight, That's certainly cutting it close. I suppose we could wait another day if we had to. But no, the sooner we leave, the better. We can't be too cautious, given that we're up against Odysseus. True. You might be pretty smart, Holmes. But there's still a big difference between a detective and a general. Yeah, duly noted. At any rate, the situation is disadvantageous as it is. So if nothing else, we must be sure to avoid doing anything that might result in giving the enemy a chance to finish us for good. Makes sense to me. Okay then, let's set sail in 2 hours. Fofo?
I think Fo's feeling cross about all the director's bacon having been eaten. He wanted to steal it himself. True, he enjoys the director's food almost as much as the director does. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm so glad you're alright, Master.
Servants may be able to sense whether or not their master is okay,
but that still doesn't compare to being there next to her.
Honestly, I was going out of my mind with worry, not knowing what had happened to you. I was scared too, Mash.
I'm so relieved you weren't hurt. I know we're in the middle of an operation right now. I just can't seem to settle my mind.
I think that's because even now that we've eliminated 4 lost belts, we still don't know what the best solution for us is. Yeah.
This has been an incredibly difficult journey for so many reasons. And I just can't take it all in stride like Holmes can. Yet despite that, as selfish as it is, I also can't help but want to hold on to the people I'm close to.
Don't worry, none of us are going anywhere.
Fo, Really, it's fine. I promise. Probably shouldn't make promises like that. To be honest. Because, we can't guarantee that. Okay, thank you, Master. Huh? Did you hear something strange just now? Oh, you okay, Mandricardo? Mandricardo? Did you hear anything? Did you hear anything unusual? Oh, that was me. I just banged my wooden sword against the wall. Sorry about that. I see. That would explain it. I'm afraid the halls aren't very wide, so if you could please try not to swing your sword around in here too much, I would appreciate it. Yeah, of course. I'll be careful. Sorry again. The last thing I wanted was to bother you. It's okay. Not that big a deal. You're fine. Right. I guess not. Hey, how about orders? Got anything you want me to do? What, you going stir crazy? Not at the moment. Gotcha. Sorry again for bothering you. I know it's important that you guys rest up when you can. Go on, you guys take it nice and easy. I'll go out and keep an eye on things. It looks like something was bothering him. I wonder what's wrong. I hope we didn't make him feel bad. We probably did, to be honest. Anyway, he's right. It's important that we rest up when we can. Yeah. So how about I brew some tea? And we have a nice, relaxing sit-down, Senpai. Sure, sounds good. Oh, hey, Mandricardo. What's up? You're welcome to hang out here, but you might find it pretty boring. Not really much for you to... Please, if there's anything I can do to help, anything at all, I'm happy to do it. Really. I appreciate the offer, but there really isn't anything to do except carry some heavy things. Okay, he's a servant. He has servant strength. Let him carry heavy things. No problem. I'm on it. Kind of a weird servant, isn't he? Why? Because he wants to be helpful? What? But hey, I'm not gonna say no to another set of hands. Besides, it's best to delegate what you can. He just wants to be helpful. There you are, right in time. Just so you know, Itsuka, in the grown-up world, anything less than 5 minutes early is considered late. That aside, are you sure this is going to work? I took a quick peek at the engine room earlier, and it looks to still be flooded with all manner of detritus. We can't use any of the main engines right now, but we should be able to scrape by on auxiliary power. After that, it all comes down to how strong the ship that'll be towing us is. Personally, I'm hoping it will be able to glide with all the elegance of a manta ray. Are they elegant? I guess. Yeah. I just recalled a video I saw of manta rays going to, yeah. That's it, yeah, pretty elegant. Don't you worry, Captain Nemo. I didn't name this ship the Royal Fortune for nothing. Set sail. I guess part of his noble phantasm is spawning a pirate crew. Phew. I mean, I guess when your noble phantasm is a ship, you would need a crew, I suppose. So yeah, fair enough. I heard that when Blackbeard had a Holy Grail, he was able to use his noble phantasm to not only recreate his ship, but his entire crew as well. Whereas the best I can do right now is order around a silent assistant. Anyway, this just leaves Artemis. Given the time of day and favorable wind, we should be able to get past her. Hopefully. I hope you're not wrong about that. Artemis's beam comes down. Good, we're moving. Full speed ahead. Are you sure we'll be alright? Because that sound I'm hearing is not encouraging in the slightest. We'll be fine. The Border's a good ship. I know it can handle the strain. You sure? Alright, we're moving. Just barely though. Any rough maneuvering and the whole thing will fall apart. And of course, diving's out of the question. As long as it moves on water, it's still a ship. And I'm gonna shift the ballast so the ship slants to one side a bit. It might feel unstable, but you'll just have to bear with it for a while. Why are you doing that? Youch! My herbal tea. And why are you even drinking tea right now? Especially when it's still hot. If you must know, I was counting on it to help me relax. Lest you forget, as the commander, I need to be ready to issue cool-headed orders at a moment's notice. True. Aha. If you're feeling well enough to mount such a vigorous argument on the merits of tea, Gordolf, then I can rest assured knowing that the Border is in good hands. Now then, Miss Ritsuka, Miss Curulite, Mandricardo, I'd like the three of you to move to Bartholomew's ship, so as to ensure its safe passage. Under the circumstances, having it come to an unexpected halt could be very dangerous indeed. Understood, Holmes. Come on, Master, let's go. Come on, Mandricardo. Let's go, buddy. Right. I mean, I'll do my best out there. Excuse me. I was just wondering what it is I should be doing. Right. You're such a wallflower. I'd nearly forgotten we'd added another servant to our ranks. The technical and administrative advisors, beacon thieves, and captain should have the Border's defense covered. So feel free to entertain yourself however you like. I'm afraid that doesn't really answer my question. Yeah, just come with us. I'm sure Bartholomew wouldn't mind having another hand to help. Right, yes, of course. I'd be honored to accompany you. Thanks. Miss Corday seems to have taken a great liking to our Miss Ritsuka. Of course, most servants we've met have been quite willing to help her, given the existential threat that humanity faces. Is there an issue here? That all seems like a good thing to me. And indeed it is. Then why the weird look? Welcome. I'm so glad to have you on board my royal fortune. How's it looking out here? Not bad, but not great either. It doesn't seem like Artemis has noticed us, but I am sensing some demonic beasts up ahead. And unfortunately, we can't go around them, since time is of the essence right now. So we'll have to blast them the moment they board the deck. Alright, all hands to battle stations. I would join you, but I've got my hands full steering the ship. Roger that. We'll take care of it. From here on, we're racing against the clock. I'd suggest we pray to the gods for help. But I guess this is the worst possible place to do that, Yeah, I wouldn't want an Olympian god to take notice of your prayer and, be like, zap. Well, good luck. Alright, don't worry, Master. I'm more pumped now than I've been in a long time. Doesn't matter if I stand out or not. I'm just gonna make sure I'm helping Master out. Just point me at the beast you want dead and I'll finish him off in no time. He really is pumped. I've gotta make sure I don't fall behind. Right, I'll, be sure to kill someone. Yeah. Why is she talking about murdering people? She meant a demonic beast. There is such a thing as being too pumped. Yeah, Charlotte, you meant a demonic beast, right? You just misspoke when you said, just someone. Because I feel like someone implies human.
たまには私がね。
But maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Charybdis.
我が舌をよかろう。
You opened a pale imitation.
世の行く手は阻めぬ。浴びて溶けて。
A true Charybdis would be much larger. And there's only one of them, because that's the name of a... Yeah.
ご要望とあらば。
パチン。よかろう。
悪いね。
I guess you gotta figure it out, V6.
そこだな。
Yeah, I don't know why that happened. That was weird.
おっと。
Probably just YouTube being YouTube.
望みを声にせよ。世の行く手は阻めぬ。スペルビア、アワリティア。
Who knows? But glad to have you back. Eddie's my sister's sword. That is... Huh.
よかろう。望みを声にせよ。歌え、インビディア。
I wonder why changing phones work. That's... Is your YouTube app, like, behind on updates, maybe? I have no idea. The Python early is in the same boat, so it's a specific serpent that Apollo slew, rather than type of creature. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
役に立って。
悪いね。
I mean, I suppose it doesn't make that much difference, but it is a bit odd.
よか望みを声にせよ。目の前。
Maybe the dev team just didn't realize. They just assumed it was a type of monster, not specific named monster. I don't know. My PC, phone, and laptop don't work for some reason. That is so weird.
I
was gonna say maybe it's something's wrong with your account, but if you're on the same account on your just on your sister's phone, so like that wouldn't make sense. That's really weird.
歌えインビディア。
切り込む。
Technology is a fickle beast, though, sometimes. So who knows, man? I don't know.
どこに隠れているのかしら。そこにいるのね。少しずつ少しずつ。
さて、カウンティングオーバー。
Alright. Let us do boom.
愛も悪もすべてミルクに溶ける。舌を喜ばせろ。
Cryptus B should die from the two little phantasms.
翼となってかけよ。
And then Draco's final attack should probably kill the other one.
解消なし。
Oh yeah, that one's dead. For show. Don't lose your head now.
アイス落としちゃった。ならもういらないわよね。
Yeah, actually, same fighter. We're supposed to be some Yeah.
ロササングリス。
Maybe it's just for like name
ここに
recognition.
は何もな
Like,
かっ
oh, Cryptus, oh.
た。そうでしょ。
Yeah, I don't know. Something. Something of that nature. You got them? Great. All we have to do now is pray that Artemis doesn't come after us. Here we go. Full speed ahead. I'm going to sail this ship so fast you'll think it's running on rocket fuel. Aye, aye, sir. Aha. Now that's what I'd like to hear, Master. Let's see. Oh, hey, you might be pretty familiar with this next island's name, Master. Oh, why? What's it called? Heracles Island. You're not gonna let that go, huh? It makes sense when you think about it, since Heracles did end up ascending to godhood in the end. It's no surprise he might have an island named after him. Huh? Heracles Island? Yeah, that's right. Talking directly to her always makes me nervous. I remember now. I actually started out on Heracles Island when I was first summoned here. I was only on Hestia Island because I had Bartholomew take me there. Why did you do that? Oh, I went to fetch Jason some medicinal herbs for his hangover. I'm sorry, Jason's been drinking and not okay. Oops. Why? Were you not supposed to let the fact that he's here out? Or are you saying oops because you forgot to mention him to us up till now? Did you say Jason? So much has happened that I completely forgot about him. Oh gosh, he's gonna be so angry with me. This mother trucker's just been drinking. Well, shit's been happening. Are you kidding me, bruh? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Mash, can you stop yelling?
私ではなく、新しいステージに向かう優れたマスターには。
I imagine this would be what Heracles would look like as a saber. club in hand. Looks pretty dope. Ah. Oh, hey. With Archer Heracles being in Strange Fake, hopefully we'll start getting more Heracleses soon. But maybe we shouldn't put too much hope in that. Alright. Probably just setting ourselves up for disappointment. We'll leave the border in its camouflaged mode, just like we did before. We're also going to keep transmissions to an absolute minimum to make it harder for Odysseus to find us. I'm a little nervous about this. Well, for what it's worth, I remember this island still being pretty peaceful. So Bartholomew's gonna stay behind and hold down the fort, huh? Is there an issue with that? That means Corday and I are gonna be taking point on talking to this island's villagers, doesn't it? Yeah? Are they kidding? There's no way I can handle that. Just thinking about it's freaking me out. Maybe I could just let Corday deal with all that? But then that'd be pretty pathetic, wouldn't it? Kinda. Nah, it's fine. Let's keep moving. First things first, we gotta head for the village and start asking around about the temple. Once we know where it is, we can head there and get Nemo some more nanomachines. I hate to leave my ship behind, but I guess there isn't any other way. How you feeling? Probably not great. I'm fine. I've recovered enough that I can walk on my own again. And I've served in the army before, so I'm used to forced marches too. Great. Alright then, let's get going. Sounds good. Thank you for leading the way, Major Cardo. Oh man, now there's more pressure than ever. Everything okay? You look kinda worried. Me? I'm fine. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, there's something strange with the ground. It feels oddly rigid in places. That'll be metal from the remains of fallen gods you see everywhere. There's a bunch buried here. We might find something good if we dug them up, but it'd take long enough that we're better off leaving well enough alone. Huh? I can sense demonic beasts nearby. And they're being weirdly aggressive. Are they hunting us? No, it's not that. It feels like they're already fighting something. Jason? Could be some Atlantis border guards. Wanna try scoping things out from a distance? Let's do it. You got it. Hang on to me, Nemo. I'm gonna pick up the pace for a bit. I usually can't stand being treated like a child, but as we have no choice, I'll endure. I think he wasn't treating you like a child. I think he was treating you like a injured comrade. Like, you can't walk on your own, so hold on to me. Let's go. Let's see, cut off their escape. Oh. It's just people hunting. Huh? You guys not from this island? No, we're not. Hi guys, good to see you again. Corday, is that you? Where have you been all this time? Jason's been missing you something fierce. Uh-huh, good one. As if Jason would ever miss anybody. Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, now that you guys are here, would you mind helping us out with our hunt? Let's do it. Get in their good graces, you know? Let them bring some food back. Got it. Okay, I guess I'd better go lend a helping hand. Yeah, just don't smash the demonic beasts into too many tiny pieces. You know, having decimated meat probably isn't their goal. Unless it is, but you know, I doubt it. Alright. Alright, Alisu. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I beast footprinted Alice a bit. As you can probably tell. Because I think from here on, she's probably going to be my go-to caster once her skills are leveled up some more. So I was like, yeah, may as well. May as well beast footprint. Why not? Ow. 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 Rude. If I do say so myself. That hurt. Yeah, kawaiso. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need a full combo. We just have obscene amounts of overkill on the front. Yeah. Yeah, that was a mistake, Mr. Boar. I mean, you can't really help it. We do have target focus on. So, I mean, you know, it's not really your fault, but, you know. Still. Ow. How dare you hurt my Alice? How dare you will fall. Or not. Alice! Well. Well. Oh, I should put her substitute on in the first battle so she didn't take that much damage. That was my fault. That was my fault. Close. I gotta remember that her third skill charges really fast. Like I have that one at 6, so it's only 3 turns. I should just use it every time it's up. Alright. No sweat. I'm just glad I could help. Man, you guys don't fight like anyone else I've ever seen. Yeah, I guess not. Well, hey, whatever gets the job done. Important thing is we got food now. Besides, it's good to get out and hunt like this now and then. It helps break up the monotony of day-to-day life. I don't know. I think I prefer the easy life over working too hard, like that kid. What are you, nuts? Who wouldn't want the glory of being chosen by Olympus? Oh yeah, I guess. Chosen by Olympus? What do you mean by that? No, that.
It's when a number of the youngsters compete to see which of them will be chosen as soldiers, sworn to defend Olympus.
Huh? Oh, I see. Master. I know. Let's just keep quiet.
They don't need to know. And Philia's son's been working his rear off, saying he's gonna be the one chosen this time. I still don't know. I mean, doesn't becoming a soldier basically mean signing up to be a disposable pawn?
Yeah, very true, man.
He says that's okay with him. After all, being an Olympian guard's the only way outcasts like us will ever get to serve. Will ever get to serve the gods. I guess it's true. There's no way we old-timers would make the cut, though.
I'm sorry, old-timers? If you don't mind my asking, could you tell us how old you are?
We're both coming up on 500 years old soon.
Wait, but... the old man we met on Hestia Island said he was young 200 years ago. Unless that's like old man young, like he's like 1,000 now, and he considers himself when he was 800 to be young. Or maybe the different islands age differently?
I'm hoping to be granted an audience with the gods at least once before I die.
500.
That's the Theos Scleronomia at work. Those things can give servants enough magical energy to use the noble phantasms. So letting normal people live for 500 years is nothing. Alright, we better head back to the village. You'll come with us, right, Corday?
Maybe age hits you like a truck. Maybe. Like Saiyans. Because Saiyans will look about... once they hit roughly like mid-20s, they'll look like that until they're... like 80 something or whatever, and then they age those 50 years visually over the course of like 5. Lore-wise, anyway. Yeah, probably something like that.
Jason's still waiting there for you. Though I have to say, I don't get him at all. You never know, he's got a pretty little number like you lovingly taking care of him from the way he scowls all the time.
That's because we don't actually care for each other. At all. Not even a little bit? Then why are you helping him? Not even a little. He's gonna be scowling more than ever when he sees me. Just you wait and see. So make sure you don't get the wrong idea about it, Steelcord.
Decord?
Phew. Okay then, let's get going to the village, shall we? Off we go.
I can see you miss Jason just as much as he misses you.
So not at all? Nothing could be further from the truth.
You sure about that, Corday? Are you positive? Are you really truly positive?
Not even a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'll believe you. I guess, for now. We're gonna have to fight him. We're gonna have to fight him, aren't we?
I can't deal with this crap anymore. Another.
Oh. Is that who I think it is? Drake? Another mug of beer, huh? Okay, here you go. I gotta say, servant or not, don't you think you had enough by now? I'm fine. Everything's fine. Servants can still get drunk, and we don't have to worry about addiction. It's all good news, really. I'm not gonna complain about you racking up a big tab. Though I will come collecting one of these days, are you here? No, I know. Don't worry, if worst comes to worst, I can always sell my sword. You sure? Don't you kinda need that? I mean, you are technically a saber, right? Yeah, I am. But you know... At this point, it doesn't even matter what class I am. I'm just gonna spend my time drinking the nights away, counting the moments until I vanish. Not if we have anything to say about that. Assuming the world doesn't end first, of course. Because when that happens, me, you, and everyone else here are all gonna vanish without a trace. So this is what it looks like when somebody truly doesn't give a shit anymore, huh? Well, either way, there's not a whole lot left that I can do about any of it at this point. Hey, barkeep. Where's that nag Corday got off to? Feels like it's been a few days or so since I last saw her. You sure she didn't leave your sorry ass to fend for yourself? She'd never do that. She can't even bear the idea of turning her back on someone, let alone actually do it. So even though you know that about her, you're still not shy about running her ragged, huh? You're a real piece of work, aren't you? Believe me, it's not like I asked for her help. I'd just as soon she'd leave me alone. Well, anyway, Corday said she was going to go look for medicinal herbs on another island about 3 days ago. Medicinal herbs? So she left the village? All on her own?
Why does his eye, like... he looks like he's losing focus in one eye.
I swear. Didn't she ever stop to think about what could happen if she ran into some border guards? So what? You're not gonna go save her? She left 3 days ago, right? And then it's already too late. And it's not like servants leave a body behind when they die. The best I can do is properly mourn her if she never comes back.
I'm back!
Oh?
Looks like you're not gonna get the chance this time.
Well, so she actually managed to survive, did she? Well, wonders never cease. She probably just managed to escape by the skin of her teeth, or somehow managed to sneak up on a demonic beast without getting caught. Neither that, or one of the villagers bailed her out. Well, Corday, if you took this long to get some medicinal herbs, you'd better have some real good ones to show for it.
Hi. How are ya?
Hi, Jason. I have some good news and some bad news.
The bad news is, I forgot all about the herbs. The good news is, we have more companions now. Does he remember us? In the meantime, I'm going to make a plate of demonic beasts to stir fry from today's hunt.
Hi, Drake. Is it okay if I use the kitchen?
It is Drake! Drake? You're here too?
Did you say Drake? Drake, isn't that...
Nice.
Well now, it's not every day I get so many customers. Welcome to the Golden Hind. I'm the owner, Francis Drake.
But then if you lot are from proper human history, maybe you already know who I am.
Oh yeah. Yes, of course we do. Oh, although,
you don't recognize us? Yeah, sadly.
Sorry, I can't say I do. But you know, weirdly enough, I've got a good feeling about you a lot for some reason. Who knows? Maybe we had a good brawl together in a dream or something like that. I see. Well, even so, it's been a wonderful surprise to see you here, Drake. And you, Jason. Jason... Oh, don't tell me you brought the Chaldeans here, Corday.
She did.
I swear. This is exactly why I hate airheads. How many times did I tell you? If you're that determined to get into trouble, then go right ahead. Just keep it the hell away from me. Yet here you are, bringing back people reeking of trouble like a lamb drenched in gasoline. Well, I was just so fortunate in meeting Ritsuka that I couldn't help it. You're acquaintances with Jason too, right, Ritsuka? I guess you could say that. Acquaintances, kinda, yeah, sort of. I guess the best thing to say here is long time no see, Master? We're not acquaintances, we're sworn enemies. Enemies. Yeah, he had to have been incarnated. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering right. He was incarnated in Okeanos. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure, because otherwise how would he remember us? I don't know. Although for that matter, kind of odd that Drake doesn't remember. But I guess singularity. Yeah. Enemies. That almost sounds like you still have memories of Okeanos, Jason. You bet I do. I remember everything like it was yesterday. I might not have experienced it in this manifestation, but with memories this disturbingly detailed, I don't have to. I can still see Media's face just when I'd been tricked into feeling like I was on top of the world. I swear I'm gonna have nightmares about that. Well, I'm sure you guys have lots of catching up to do, so I'm going to get to cooking. Huh? You're really throwing me to the wolves like this. These people actually killed me, you know. I guess I do. That's why I'm sure you'll be great friends. How does being incarnated correlate with me? I just assumed if you were incarnated in one of your during one of your summons, that you'd retain, like when you eventually die, you'd retain more memories than if you just stayed servant the entire time. I don't know. I just assume because you're technically alive when you're incarnated, right? So like I assumed because your life continued, when that life ended, it's like, you know, the living memories kind of get added to like your base like spirit, your heroic spirit, I guess. I don't know. The system, so you died against it. Yeah, basically. Yeah. That's what I assumed would happen. But then I guess that doesn't, well, no, it does work for Ushiwakamaru, because Ushiwakamaru, we know from like in Babylonia, we actually already had our own Ushiwaka. But then it would still be I don't know. Yeah, you know. That's why I'm sure you'll be great friends. Shoo. Damn. Airheads are really something else, aren't they? Right? I swear. Why do I keep running into all these damn airheads who keep literally blowing up my life? I see. I guess they really don't care for each other at all. Fine. Go on, have a seat. Food ought to be ready shortly. We can each share a little about what we know until it gets here. And those are my terms. Take them or piss off. Maybe it was something like, maybe the throne / counterforce thought Jason would be more willing to help us if he remembered us. Which is... a fascinating prospect. I don't know why the memory of us defeating him would make him more malleable to our requests, but I don't know. And we can each share a little about what we know until it gets here. And those are my terms. Take them or piss off. So, how much do you know about what's going on here? Yeah, that's more or less right. Half the servants here disappeared, and the other half made it to Olympus. That's where we're hoping to go too. Olympus. Huh. Yep, that's the can-do attitude of a servant who's already saved the world. But unfortunately, it's just not possible. Listen, when I say those servants made it to Olympus, that's all I mean. And they made it there. And they didn't have these 3 layers of defense to worry about. And there was no Odysseus commanding an army, no Artemis watching you from up in the heavens. And no broken Poseidon murder machine slaughtering anything that gets too close. But that's not what Bartholomew said. He said that okay. Do you understand? Honestly, it's a damn miracle you lot are even alive right now. I guess it's true. But isn't that what servants do? Make miracles happen. I know what you're going to say. You want my help, right? Forget it. I'm not going on another so-called hero's journey for the privilege of getting myself killed. Just because I'm a servant now doesn't mean I don't still feel pain and fear. And I'm definitely not so stupid as to throw my life away on a fool's errand. I don't mind helping out. Really, Drake? With Drake on our side, we have another SSR! That said, I don't know if it can be much help with this busted up spirit origin. She's basically got an incurable wound. Oh, what happened? She might look like herself, but her insides are a mess. The whole reason she's here running a bar is because she got nothing better to do. And if that wasn't bad enough, Poseidon's cursed her to die if she ever sets out to sea. Does Poseidon remember her beating his ass in Okeanos? Like, what? Serves her right if you ask me. Ah. At least I can still use my culverin cannons on land. Maybe I should give it a shot right now. I'm sorry, forgive me. I shouldn't have said that. I can't imagine Drake unable to sail. Yeah, odd, isn't it? That's awful. Sorry I can't be of much help. I really am. But the fact is, I'm just not the Francis Drake you know. I can't make the impossible possible anymore. That's for sure. Best you can manage now is running a tavern and drinking yourself silly. Here we go. A nice plate of hors d'oeuvres. Oh no, I didn't find any medicinal herbs. I did try soaking them in this edible wild grass. Oh man, it tastes like cold compresses. Oh boy, do I love me some hors d'oeuvres. Would you all like some too? Oh, thanks, Renee. Of course. La-ta-ta. Why is she in such a good mood? She get another screw knocked loose or something? Beats me. She's pretty much always in a good mood around us. That's so. Oh, well, whatever. You really are callous about her, aren't you? Yeah. Believe me, I can say the same about her. Yeah, it's not a one-way street. I'm stuffed. So ends another pointless day. Oh, what you gonna do now, Jason? What else? Fall asleep on the second floor. Is that all you've been doing every day? Yep. That pretty much describes Jason's entire last month here. How can you be so cavalier about this? Weren't you the captain of the Argo? Me? Sure, I was the captain. Then why? A miserable excuse of a captain who got his own crewman killed. Oh. I guess you were right, Gogeta. It was to, humble him a bit. Huh? Which crewman? Oh, is this talking about here, or? Heracles. Heracles is dead? Yeah, that's right. He shielded me and a number of other servants from Artemis's arrow. Yeah, I can see him tanking it without anyone else getting hurt, yeah. And even with the casters buffing him to Kingdom Come. He could still only take 2 shots before he used up his god hand and kicked the bucket. I mean, that's still pretty impressive! Damn it, why did he shield us? If anyone should have survived, it was him. Right, I remember now. He dropped out right around when Heracles died. Huh. Took you freaking long enough to remember. I guess Medea or one of the other casters must have messed with your memories. Medea's here too? Is she okay? Don't ask me. She was alive when I bailed, but I have no idea if that's still the case. Hey, so... What is it, Gloomy? You got something to say to me? Shut it, Sunshine! You're so damn bright, I can't even look at you. Look, you still got enough strength to fight back, right? Well, if you don't use it now, when the hell are you going to? I'll tell you when. Right the hell now! Let's take this outside. Come on, Corday, give me a hand. Huh? You want me to fight against everyone from Chaldea? If you side with them, I'm not gonna bother lifting a damn finger. Okay, implying if we fight you, you'll help us? Okay, I mean, sure. Yeah, you know, it sounds like a good deal to me, I guess. You can be so unreasonable sometimes. But okay. If that's what it takes to convince you, I'll be glad to help. I'm surprised I convinced you. You really are a natural-born assassin. Oh, you're not gonna fight? In that case, keep it inside. I want to see what you've all got for myself. Isn't the barkeep supposed to say take it outside? Forget that. I want to see a good old-fashioned barroom brawl. Oh, fair enough. Uh-huh. That's our drink for you. Okay, Jason. Let's both give it our best. Let's both give it our best? Is this really the time for... Hey, stop. I still need to get my sword. It looks like there's no getting out of this peacefully now, Master. Yeah. Would you mind holding on to my hors d'oeuvres for me, Drake? You got it. You're a real easygoing sword, aren't you? Yeah, I mean, I doubt we'll kill each other, you know? As long as no deaths happen, that's fine. Maybe so. But that's one thing I like about her. Anyway, here goes nothing. Alright. Yeah. I think I've asked this before, but Bassett counts as a modern human and yeah, I'm pretty sure she counts for this, right? I'm pretty sure for the Chaldea morning one. Yeah, okay. In that case, it's good enough for me. Oh. The social media campaign for the 12 Saint Courts and potentially summon tickets seems to be going well, actually. Like, things have turned around. A lot of the JP players have been like retweeting it, being like, please help the NA players, please help them. So hopefully that goes through, so I have some more summon tickets and Saint Courts to blow on Alco before she's gone. But we'll see.
まだダメ。我慢して。いい子たちです。
Alright.
光を。
Jason, you must go.
ヒマバットの力を。殲滅コース発射。
She's doing a lot less damage to him than maybe 70k. Yeah, that's fine. That's alright.
Hikari. 汚れてしまうかも。裁きは天より来た。咀嚼して。そこでしょ。殺しますね。畳かせ。それそれそれ。
You know, I have to wonder. So, like, obviously, right, when it's our Jason, like when we have him as our servant, it's probably something like where he's just calling on the Chaldean versions of his crew to attack, right? But this version, he doesn't have any of his crew here, so I wonder how his attacks work canonically here. Or if he has a passive ability to be able to summon them. Just for attacks. So,
全真珠兵装の制限を解除。これはあまたの神々たちの怒りにして魔人を滅ぼす女神の刃マッシャースラマルディニー。
Well, I guess his Noble Phantasm verse. I don't know, I guess same thing, really. I said, wouldn't it be? Yeah. Also, apparently, only half the Argonauts like him enough to show up. Yeah, fair. Honestly. You know, I probably should just do this. If anything, this probably makes the most sense. Just bring in the overpowered. Honestly, these are why I just kill him so I can do Bazit for Corday. Oh yeah, he's dead. Get out of here, Jason. His retreating animation. He's like, yeah, bye. Yeah. He doesn't just like dash back like everyone else. He's like, peace. Get me out of here. Alright, this turn should mark our victory. Probably. And then she'll attack twice. Oh, maybe not. If she attacks 3 times, though? No, okay, well, yeah, okay. I thought Bazit would do more damage. I thought she was stronger. Oh, well. It all worked out in the end. There, it's done. I lost, you won. Now go on, scram. I don't know why I give him that voice. Wait, what? You mean you're not gonna join us even though we beat you? I never said to do anything of the sort. No, I guess you didn't. I'd forgotten what you were like. Go ahead and take the airhead with you if you want. Not that she's good for anything besides blowing up in your face. What? Rude. But leave me out of it. Hey. Waving over. I wonder what this is about. What's up? You really want Jason to come along with you? Yeah? Well, Media did say he comes through when it counts, so yeah. I've heard he does his best when the chips are down. Let's not bring Media into this. Good point. Given everything that's going on now, you probably would be better off with him and your crew. Okay, then I've got an idea. There's a temple up north of here where a bunch of border guards like to hang out. Go up there and get yourselves some Theoscleronomia. And then what? Jason's a smart guy. He'll figure out what it means that you've got some... real quick. Oh, no need to overdo it. Just enough for one servant ought to do. Here. This is the release codes for the Theoscleronomia. And a storage container to bring back what you can get. What, we're gonna tempt him with buffing him? No problem. It's the least I can do since I can't fight alongside you. What were you talking about with Drake Master? Yeah, we gotta go get some nano machines. Border guards at the temple, huh? I mean, I guess it's fine. Since we need to go there anyway. Right? That suggestion of hers is just what we were looking for anyway. Yeah, it did. That's why I like paused for like half a second before reading it, because I was like, I still don't understand how defeating those guards will change Jason's mind. Me neither. Still, this is Captain Drake we're talking about. It can't hurt to give her idea a shot. Let's rest up tonight and go there tomorrow morning. I got it. I'm going to, of course. That's okay with you, right, Ritsuka? Right? Right? Of course, I'd be glad to have you along. Wonderful. I mean, you have Manager Cardo to help with combat now. So I was worried you might not need me anymore. Really? I figured if anyone here was the fifth wheel, it'd be me. But anyway, if you do need me, I'll gladly do anything and everything I can to help. I promise I won't let you down. Okay, thanks. Yep, I appreciate it. Glad for your support. Right. Okay, well. I'm okay. I was up there for today. 3 sections done, and things are interesting. Like even if the nanomachines keep you in perfect health, extending your age that much seems beyond belief, almost, right? Like, I don't know, something smells fishy. But that's probably like the least of our concerns. Heck, it's probably not even a concern at all. It's probably just normal. Alright, let me pop her final ascension right quick. What? Wait, what was it? Was that? Gulp. It feels wrong to consider any version of Elizabeth sexy, but like, damn. Damn. I'll be honest, I was so busy looking at her leg. I missed the first bit of what Carmela said. I just saw the "I'll love you till you wither away." I missed whatever she said before that. Yeah, we're slowly building our forces, though. Yeah, we will have Jason. You know, and have to convince him first, but you know, got Bart, Nemo's back on his feet. You know, things are looking up. Now we just have to beat 2 gods and legendary hero. That's easy enough, right? Right. Let's see. It seems easy sauce. Easy peasy. Nothing could go wrong. At all. I'm just but yeah. I feel like Heracles isn't actually dead though. Like there's no way, right? Because, and maybe I shouldn't put too much stock in it, Heracles has a rank up quest that you can only do after getting through Atlantis. So he must have survived somehow, right? Or maybe we end up getting a different version of him than the one that got blown up. Or maybe Zeus saved him because he's still his son. So maybe he, rather than Heracles, turning into servant dust and whatnot, maybe what they saw was actually Heracles getting zapped up to Olympus by Zeus. I don't know. I suppose we'll just have to see. By the way, how many sections does Atlantis have? It can't be that many, right? Given it's twice. Okay, I was about to say, it can't be that many because it's split between Atlantis and Olympus, but I guess not. But to be fair, a lot of these sections have felt pretty quick. So length-wise, I wouldn't be surprised if it's about the same length as like Russia, maybe. But with more spread out sections, I don't know. Again, the first, 5 sections so far haven't felt terribly long. Just a hair longer than LB2. Okay, yeah, it's okay. So just more sections and okay. But like less packed sections. Okay. Makes sense. That's fine. Honestly, it shouldn't take too long to get through. Maybe. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. I might be speaking too soon, but yeah. Anyhow, I do hope when we make it to Olympus, there are some, like we know, or I guess the Chaldea people don't know, but us, the player, knows that Musashi is waiting for us at Olympus. I hope some of the people who went there as part of that, strike team to establish a beachhead survived. I don't know if I should have any hope of that though. It'd be nice if they did. I kind of hope some Greek heroes at least made it, just because I want to fight alongside some Greek heroes, well, in the Greek singularity. That's my main hope. maybe because Medea can disguise. Well, no, wait, no, that was Cersei. Never mind. Well, Medea can probably disguise herself. Maybe turn herself invisible. So maybe she survived when getting there, hopefully. Because Salem, again, we didn't even end up actually having Medea as a main character, I guess. It ended up being Cersei. So having a main story chapter where we have Medea as an actual companion would be nice. You know what's crazy to me? That Medea, and this is random, that Medea doesn't have a costume that puts her in her, like, HA casual outfit. So I guess the same thing with Medusa, right? Like, the fact that neither of them have gotten their outfits from HA is kind of crazy to me. I don't know. But what can you do? Do any FSN characters have their casual attire? I mean, Emiya. Well, I mean, Emiya's costume wasn't really the. Hang on, where? Yeah, he doesn't really have his HA fishing outfit. He just has. He does have this. He does have this, the summer outfit. But yeah, it's not his FSN look. Yeah. Oh. I'm surprised they didn't do that for, like, the FSN anniversary. Like the 20-year anniversary. I feel like that would have been a no-brainer. Give them their, like, casual fit, or like the whole Ataraxia anniversary. They didn't do that. Like, just give them their casual fits. I feel like that would have been a great anniversary drop for either FSN or HA. I don't know. Give Goose what? Yeah, right. Like, well, he also had leather pants with that too, right? It wasn't a weird fit. Didn't he have leather pants with the Hawaiian shirt or something? Or am I crazy? I might be crazy. No, it wasn't leather. What am I thinking of? Did he? No. I think it was just like. I feel like he had black pants. I don't know if it was leather though. Yeah. I mean, like, Gil has an entire character from HA. Kid Gil. So, like, you know, for Gil, right, you know, they have the excuse of, oh, yes, there's this version of him, but, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm too hooked on nostalgia. I don't know. But anyway, like I said though, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and yeah. I guess next time we'll see why Drake thought us defeating some border guards would convince Jason. Because I assumed it was because we would bring back nanomachines to use on him to buff him, but maybe not. We'll have to see. But for now, thanks for watching, and yeah, I will catch y'all later. Peace.